What is up, YouTube? That's it here, and today I'm back playing some more Pokemon trading card game Pocket, and today we're featuring Scrafty, one of the coolest cards to come out in recent times. It has a move called Crush the Weak, and it says if this Pokemon has more energy than your opponent's active Pokemon, this attack deals 50 more damage. So we can actually make a really cool deck to facilitate this to its highest potential. We have the Scrafty right here. We're going to be pairing it with Crawdaunt here to disrupt our opponent's ability to keep up with our energy acceleration. Very cool stuff, and I think the last little bit of disruption here we need is a low end muck. So if our opponent's trying to outvalue us with high level basics, we're going to be able to mess those guys up as well because it's going to stop their abilities from existing. There's a really cool like anti-meta triple dark type team, and I just think it's a very cool squad to feature in today's video. The other things we have in this deck are things like Sightseer. I think it's a really cool supporter in the recent sets. It's going to let us scry the top 4 cards of our deck and search for either the Crawdaunt, the Scrafty, or the Muck. Very cool synergy with this deck. I'm going to be very excited to use it. And last but not least, Training Area. Really cool. What is that? A stadium card, being able to give 10% damage boost on all of my stage 1 Pokemon's attacks. So this deck should be a lot of fun if you guys like this sort of content. Think about letting me know in the comments, and let me know any sort of decks you might want to see me feature in future videos. We're trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys like this sort of content, think about dropping a sub, and without further ado, let's get right into these games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, here we go. First or second. Looks like we're going second here. That might actually be better for this deck. Looks like we did get our way into a Sightseer and an Alolan Grimer. Unfortunately, we have the Corphish up on the rip. I think it's better to lead with the Corphish because that guy only has 1 retreat cost, I guess. So let's just put both these guys down and see if we can get our way into a Scraggy. Looks like we're playing against Mawile, huh? Okay. Might be able to hold him at bay using like Crawdaunt and stuff like that. It'd be nice to get our way into a Scraggy. I do not want to have to start loading up in a Alolan Grimer here. Looks like they got a pretty good draw though off the rip. Alright, that's going to be a Ferroseed back there. Scraggy's going to be really good. The idea here is just completely outvalue stuff. Let's go for the Sightseer just to, you know, completely thin out the deck. Alright, looks like we got nothing off the Sightseer. Never lucky. Wow. That is really unfortunate. I'm going to attach this one here. I can attach there whenever I feel like it. We're just going to chill for a little bit and hopefully get back on track. I think we can actually outvalue this guy's deck, though, because like I said, Scrafty is really good. If I have more energy than they do, I should be able to get the outvalue, and if I utilize my Corphish correctly, I should be able to, you know, correctly, you know, get the right amount of energy control that I need to succeed here. That being said, we're going to take some damage here. 30s, please. I can go for my Lucky Ice Pops if I want, or I can just drop a heal. Here is my Scraggy. Better late than never. Is it worth it to go for an evolution here? It's 2 retreat here. See, because what I can do is I can retreat. Let me think about that. I think I might Ice Pop once and see where that takes me. Let's see. Yes, I get to keep it. All right, so because that's the play, I'm going to attach once here. And then next turn, if I have to do something with like retreating the Crawdaunt, I can. Or I can just let them go down, bring out my Scrafty, and just get my, you know, get my game on, I guess. Yeah, I like that. I like that play. All right, let's see what they're getting here. They can attach one of the Ferroseed in the back, but I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal. Research, man, they're blowing through their deck here. They only have 9 cards left. I wish I had that level of, like, you know, consistency over here. So let's see. Here's an energy on the Ferroseed. Yeah, I'm going to be able to one-shot this Mawile with my Scraggy whenever I feel like it. So let's see. Here's a Scrafty draw. Let me think about exactly what I want to do here. I think I'm going to let you have the Corphish, honestly. Yeah, I think that's the right play. And I like that I already have 2 energy on my Scrafty, which means if you attach an energy, I can still attach one more to have more than you for the subsequent turn. Because you might be able to attach to it your Mawile here to think that you can kind of meet my Scrafty halfway. And the reason why I evolved there as well is just to avoid any sort of like Iono or any sort of like hand disruption that they might have. So I like this. Yes, it sucks I'm giving him a Corphish, but I think I have the right tools here. It was just very unfortunate to not start Scraggy, I think. I might need to put a switch in this deck. Let me know if you like think a switch or some sort of item would be good there. They go for blue. Ooh, they go for that, huh? I'm gonna use blue. Next turn, I take 10 damage. All your mons take 10 damage less. That should still be fine. I think Scrafty still comes in and gets this. You resist fire, which means Scrafty still comes in and gets the one shot. This is 100. So 50 plus 50s, please. And we have a training area. You know, I'm going to counteract that 10% with a 10% of my own. All stage 1 Pokemon do 10 additional damage. And we're going to continue to attach here. Very, very cool stuff. We're going to crush the weak. Ugh. It feels so good to actually KO like a Mawile with a Scrafty. That's something that never should really happen. But we are on board right now, and let's see what they're going to do with Ferrothorn. They already have 2 energy attached to it. Let's see what they actually get out of this. Are they going to evolve? Pokeball. So they're going to have something in the back. Oh, they misfired. Okay. Show me what you got, Chief. Evolve. Red card. All right. That's going to make me shuffle, which is one of the reasons why, like, again, I went for that Scrafty last turn. I get my Muck finally, and a Pokeball, and an Ice Pop. That's a really, really, really good draw. They put a Hone Edge in the back. They're continuing to attach to this Ferrothorn. Sorry, Pharaoh Seed, please. And I think I'm in a great spot here. I'm in a really, really good spot. Research, don't mind if I do. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Corphish on deck. Oh, my gosh. I should have Pokeball first. I was too eager. I'll just get another Scrafty going, probably. Yep, has to be Scrafty, so I can drop both these on the bench. Okay, and we have 2 Ice Pops, that's nuts. And we do have to continue, unfortunately, attaching to this Scrafty to continually get the value. But let's Ice Pop while we're here, since we have so many of these. Value, full heal, and do we keep it? Survey says. Yes, we do. 2 Ice Pops. This is like the best card in the game, holy moly. And let's crush the weak. 110. Value. Now, what do you got back there, Chief? What do you got? Show me what you're working with. It feels so good to actually win with this deck. It feels just like so good. Like, we had a bad hand, but we got our way into the value. Research, dude, what are you searching for? You have like 3 cards left in your deck. Trying to assemble all pieces of Exodia here. There's the Mega Mawile. Better late than never. But unfortunately, it is a little bit late. That Hone Edge has a 2 retreat cost. They evolve it into Doublade. It's still not enough. Scrafty has enough to take the W, and we can go for a crush the weak, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, dump truck it. We take those wins all the way to the bank, yo. Scrafty busted. That's what we like to see. Crush the weak. Amazing. All right, looks like we're going first this time. Survey says, any Scraggies? Yes, we do. Yes, we can. And we got a Pokeball and a Research. This is going to be a great hand. This is going to be a great hand. What are we playing against? Froakie. Froak D's, please. Okay. Love to see it. And a Training Area. So I'm going to wait to drop that Training Area in case they have their own supporter. I'm going to Pokeball first because I'd like to not waste one of my Oaks Research draws on a basic. I go into a Corphish. Might as well drop that bad boy on the bench right here. Let's go for a Research. I'd like to get into my Grimer, but I don't really think I'm going to need it versus this deck. Ice Pop's a good draw. There's a Grimer right there. We take those. We really do have everything that we need to succeed in this situation. We even have the lucky Ice Pop to be able to heal the Scrafty in case they want to... Sorry, Scraggy in case they want to start doing stuff. So I think this is fine. And again, we don't need to drop that Training Area just yet. So they're going to have a slight energy advantage on me for a little bit of the game. But I think I can actually get the out value, and especially if I can draw into my Crawdon, I can stagger that back. So what did you drop on the bench there? Drudagon. Cool. I can put a Muck on the board and negate that. And that's Magikarp in the back. I can Sabrina right here. I really like that they dropped the Drudagon to really stop my Sabrina. Unlucky. I don't think I need to Ice Pop just yet. There's a Crawdon draw. That's actually really, really good for me. I think we save the Crawdon here. Because we're gonna need it. I don't think there's any way you do 50 this turn. I'm trying to think. I don't think that Frogadier does 50. So I should be fine here. And then, even if you want to double attach there, knowing I have Scrafty in hand, it's hard to say. I can probably get away with doing my 20 here. Or, you know what? I'm just gonna evolve. I don't want anything weird to happen. I don't need to do that extra 30. I think this just keeps me out of range of everything. Next turn I attach and just start swinging, bro. Just start swinging. There's the Mega Gyarados. Okay, you're going to start loading this bad boy up. Energy Disruption is going to be the key to victory for you. There's the Frogadier. Looks like he can only do 30. And I'm going to be able to get that KO on this thing easy peasy. He's attaching to the Gyarados, which means I'm going to have more stuff. Here's Misty. Oh my gosh, how many you got, buddy? One. Not like this. That's right, one and done. Perfect. I do need to save my Crawdaunt to deal with that Gyarados. Hard swapping in the Druddigon here. That's fine. Can I get a Muck? Oh my gosh, it's almost like that. It's almost like I play this game, dude. What a sick top deck. No ability for you, my guy. Thank you. I'm gonna actually like attach. I don't need to play that yet. There's no reason for me to play that yet. Because I don't want to give your Frogadier a chance to do more damage to me. We can just do hit for 100, easy peasy. Crush it. Value. You don't do damage to me. Basics have no ability, baby. It's what we like to see. If they send out that Gyarados, I wonder how I'm going to be able to handle the situation. I think I'll just outvalue with, like, Crawdaunt, probably, is what I'm looking at here. And we do have a 2-shot with Scrafty. They're still a couple turns away from even being able to do anything with Rampaging Whirlpool. Yep, they think that they're safe here, and so I'm going to attach, but I'm also going to remove an energy from them. They think they're so close. They think they're so close. I'm going to Pokeball here just because I can. Get an extra Scrafty in case I need to. And then right here is where you're done. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bye-bye, energy. Bye-bye, energy. Remember, this is an evolution Pokemon, so it's not affected by my Muck. It takes away your energy. Right now, we're tied. I'm going to attach another one to me, and I'm crushing every single day of the week out here. Busted. Busted out here. You got one more turn. What are you going to do? Retreat? I'm gonna bring that guy right back. Sabrine D's, please. They conceded. Wins up. Wins up. Scrafty. That's the perfect game. That's the perfect game. You gotta drop the sub. You gotta drop the sub. I'll make the rules. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here. Ain't nowhere else on YouTube. You seeing people dump truck people with Scrafty. That is so sick. All right, so that last game was actually perfect. I think I do prefer going second here just because I get a little bit more like energy acceleration going. But man, this deck's been a lot of fun to play. If you guys have suggestions for any cards you would like to see me like substitute in this deck or try in this deck, I think one of the few things that probably could be optimized are adding like switches or a way to actually retreat Pokemon. That'd be kind of nice. They do have a weakness. No, they don't. Sorry. I thought they had a weakness for like a second. Stuffle, sorry. Holy moly. Let's see what they do here. We can attach an energy. Oh, I draw the Scrafty right away. You know what? I'm gonna play research first. Let me think about that. Now I have all the things I need. I guess I can actually just Sightseer here in case I get my way into my Muck. I can go into that faster. Muck? There it is! Oh, I love that. Give me that. Right there. Gimme, gimme. Love this. Headbutt these, please. And then next turn, I can go Professor's Research, maybe even get my way into a training area or something in case they have a lucky Ice Pop. Like, really, really good stuff. I'm going to have the Muck and the Scrafty ready to go. Turn 2. It's definitely better to go second with this deck. Holy moly. And what are you doing? How are you road mapping? Oh my gosh, not like this. And what is this? Huh, that's not going to have a chance to activate. So we're going to drop this guy on the bench right here. We're going to evolve, and no abilities for basics. TY, my guys. Might as well drop this up here. Probably should have researched first, but it's okay. Draw 2. Pokeball, good draw. Research again, cool. This is going to get me probably another Scrafty or Corphish. Scrafty's better, or Scraggy, sorry. Look at that, dude. That is so good. All right, so let's just take that first little prize right here. And they're pretty far behind in this situation. We got everything set up. No abilities for basics, no energy on their side. I can still Professor's Research out of my 9-card deck to potentially get anything that I need. I might even Sabrina away. Let's see what we want to do here. Really? You're going to try and fight me, bro? Okay. What do you got on the bench? Survey says what? Cubone? Oh my god, I don't know about that one, Chief. Cool, this Celesteela ain't doing it. We can research here. Might as well. Draw a couple more cards here. That's the Crawdaunt we want to see. We don't need to do anything with it right now. We can just save it in case things get a little bit out of control. I'm going to attach here just to keep out of range of what they're doing. And we are going to crush the week. One more turn on that guy. It's Dunzo. They're probably going to send out the... what is this guy even called? Beware next. And then we'll just Sabrina out that Cubone and win the game. Pretty good stuff, man. This deck is actually a lot faster than it looks. You know, I like featuring a lot of like the anti-meta decks. We've been featuring Metacham, different way to play things like Guard, things like Chestnut. There's so many cool decks in this game. That's what really keeps me coming back and turning this game on every single day, is like the different types of decks that we can actually see. So let's think about what we need to do here. We can attach one back here, get this guy going in case we need to. Don't really need to Pokeball because I'm getting kind of low on cards, even though it would give me probably a Corphish here. I think the right play is just Crush the Weak, take the prize, and then win next turn. The only advantage to Pokeballing there would be like thinning out my deck to maybe draw into a second Scrafty in case they have some sort of energy acceleration and like double tap the full win with this guy, but like I think we're fine. Going into the Cubone, huh? 20 less damage. That's not going to be enough, Buster Brown. You got Marowak? Oh, he cooking. But you don't got enough energy, bro. Bro. You don't got enough energy, bro. He's going to attach an energy and be like, ha, next turn, I'm going to get you next turn. I don't actually think you are. Last time I checked, you know, let's drop this training area just because I want to feel cool. I'll outvalue any sort of like lucky ice pop stuff they have. And let's just drop a Crawdon down here. Good old-fashioned Crawdon. Take away that energy. And no energy for you, Mr. Marowak. Loading this guy up here, and 2 turns of Crush the Weak should give us the W. Great stuff. Next turn, they're gone. If they want to swap, we're just going to Sabrina it back. So he's trying. It's on the wrong side of the energy acceleration train in this one. But man, yeah, this deck actually works. We got the right core of like Scrafty, Alolan Muck, Crawdon. Like, it feels good. These are some of my favorite cards. Really happy to see them all kind of come together in like a really cool like dark type theme. So that's probably going to be game right there. He's going to go for the switch out, but we're going to bring it right back. Sabrine D's, please. Lucky Ice Pop, and give me that. Let's bring the Marowak back. Give me a round 2 on this one. Round 2. Touch another energy just because I want to. And Crushing the Weak. Love to see it. Boom. Boom, baby, boom. Disco Inferno. We love to see it, guys. If you guys like this deck and you guys have decks you might want to see me use in future uploads, let me know. I'm always on the lookout for like meme team anti-meta decks. I'd love to see what you guys are working with. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.